Well, good morning. Hey, we're glad to be back with you. We survived. We're good. A whole week away. We survived, and we were about this close to coming back injury-free. So that's a little inside joke. We were in the parking lot, almost gone, and we had a little accident, but that's okay. Nothing too bad. We survived. Hey, thank you guys for your prayers. Thank you guys for allowing us the opportunity to go. We got a couple of students and one of the leaders who are going to come up here and share just a little bit about camp, and then I'll come back up and close us out, okay? All right, so I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Lilly.
Good morning, everyone. I wanted to talk about my camp experience. So this is my second year going to camp, and I felt that camp was definitely a home away from home for me, and I was very thankful that the church has been allowing us to do this. So I want to thank the church for letting us do the fundraisers, and thank you for donating for us. And I also wanted to thank my amazing leaders that went this year, which is Emily, April, Grant, and Dalton. Dalton has been my youth pastor for 2 years now. He's been kind of like a second father figure to me. He couldn't be here with Bren for his first year, I find that he was very brave for leaving Bren on his first Father's Day and for his second Father's Day. So I think he's very strong for doing that. And I want to thank my mom for going for 2 years and not spending time with my dad, especially after my granddad was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. So I'm very thankful that she went. So camp was very fun. It was hot, sweaty. I'm surprised I didn't go deaf from the music. I was talking to a lot of other people from North Carolina, Illinois, and it was very fun. Definitely we were talking about ramen or ramen a lot, so that was fun. So definitely I feel like hopefully a lot of other people who move up to the youth go next year. So definitely hope you come. And then if Dawn said at the end of the week, if we did not get a 1, we're going to get Mr. Slappy a hold of us, and I did not want that. So it was very fun because you got to meet new people, you got to interact. So thank you very much, church, for donating to us. So that will be the end of my speech.
Hey, I just want to share something about New Camp. And we had a great week. We played a lot of games like 9 square, pool, air hockey, Uno, and met a lot of new friends from other states and other churches. And we also learned a lot spiritually this year. The theme for New Camp was Radical Hope, and we studied the lives of Elijah and Elisha and learned truths like God's word is always reliable and failure is never final. And I want to thank all of y'all for giving up your time and money to make sure we got to go to camp. And thank you for everyone who made sure we could go to camp. Thank you.
So I just wanted to start by thanking everybody for allowing us the opportunity to go to camp. I've been going to camp for a long time now. I've been going with Dalton since before we even came here, and I'm thankful that I got the opportunity to go this year as a leader, and to say it was a different perspective it was so different, because as a camper you really worry about how much fun you can have with all the people you meet, and as a leader you get to realize that you're pouring into these kids' lives as much as they're pouring into yours. And I got the opportunity to be a huddle group leader with all the older kids. So it was a 10th grader, some 11th graders, and some 12th graders, and the way they impacted my life was in a way that I didn't know that they could. And I learned a lot from being there, a lot more than I honestly intended on learning, I feel like. And I definitely came back with a whole new perspective of life. Listening to all those youth pastors from all over, you really get a lot of different perspectives, because it's a different culture in all those other states. And I know one thing that impacted me a lot was, his name's Scott Jenkins. He's from Alexis, North Carolina, and there's this thing we go to Canoe Camp U, and he said that there was only one time where God and Jesus were separate from each other, and it was when Jesus hung on the cross. And he said that's the first and last time. It impacted me so much because I sat there and thought, like, many of us, we turn our back to Jesus on the daily, and he turned his back once. And so it impacted me and a lot of other people, because we talked about it in our huddle group about how we need to not turn our back on Jesus, and because he's the one that's going to be there for us in the end. And so when we came back, my whole huddle group is doing a devotion together right now, and it's really great because we're all being able to hold each other accountable and just be there for each other. So thank you.
All right, so, hey, once again, thank you guys for allowing us to go. Just a couple of tidbits in what you heard right there, right? So when we go to camp, it's not going and just fun. We have a blast. Don't get me wrong. I use a week of vacation from work every year to go to this. I love it. Wouldn't trade it. But there's depth in the teaching. I don't know many student camps you go to where you dive into 1st and 2nd Kings with Elijah and Elisha. It was real depth, but in an applicable way where not only leaders but students could understand it, and what a blessing that is. And so I hope you realize that your investment in the students was worthwhile. It was a good investment. Two, it is tough on me to leave during Father's Day. And I just want to thank you guys for raising such good students. I am honored every year to get to go up there, and my name gets attached to New Center Baptist Church, just being the youth pastor there. And it is an honor to not only represent, but be represented by your students. They make you proud. They make me proud everywhere we go, and I'm so thankful for that. This year they surprised me with a picture of my two kids for Father's Day while I was up there, since I had been away. And so you guys have great kids, and I'm so thankful to get to do this and to get to be a part of this, because it's truly a blessing.